Hello, and welcome to PREM1R Cooking. Today, we are going over the quintessential pre-workout snack. The banana, our favorite yellow compatriot, and the nut butter. First step is acquiring yourself a semi-sharp knife. You do not want an overly sharp knife, as it will score the surface you're working on, and it will be nearly impossible to get your nut butter out. Step 1 is selecting your banana. Out of these three, we want the most sugary because sugar tastes good, so we're going to take the one that looks the most beat up. That's going to be the center one. Here, we'll place our bananas in with our other things and select banana. Now, there's two schools of thought about how to peel said banana. You can yank it open the long way, like that, which is cool in style, but if it flies off the handle, it doesn't look very good. The other way is the way that you see orangutans doing it, such as this. I personally am an advocate of that way, as it leaves the least amount of mess. With your banana peel, you can place it in front of somebody's doorway in hopes that they slip and you cause a comedic sound effect. At any rate, the next step is to acquire the nut butter of choice. There's a lot of debate about which is the best. My personal choice today is almond butter because we ran out of peanut butter. So, unboxing your kind of crusty almond butter. What you're going to do is now cut the banana. There's going to be two ends, which are kind of weird. They look like little hats that you can put on Lego figures. But I personally like to eat them as a snack. So, as you now cut your banana into about 1/4 inch chunks here, you can enjoy your snack. Now, you will notice that there is some natural curvature, so you will end up getting some pieces a little bit funky, right? It's also due to the fact that the cutting board you chose, which is actually a charcuterie platter, let's be real, it's just the platter for cheeses, is missing a couple legs, so it's kind of offset. At any rate, while continuing to cut your banana into everly decreasing sizes, you now can eat the other half of the end and take said nut butter. Mixing up vigorously to ensure that all liquids are emulsified into said butter. You can then select a little dollop, carefully picking up one of the said banana pieces and smoothly coating on top. At this point, you may place it in a fancy looking location. This process is repeated for every single banana. Now, if this doesn't give you an appreciation for what your mom did for you when you were younger, giving you little pieces of bananas with peanut butter, I don't know what will. So, remember to thank your mothers. Thanks, Mom. And as you continue along on this process, you will start to come to an existential crisis point. When you reach about the halfway mark, is this really worth doing? Because this is an exponential amount of work for, let's be honest, a pretty mid snack, right? You could put the bananas on a piece of toast, or you could freeze the bananas and blend them up if you have a Blendtec blender or a Vitamix. Still not sponsored. Reach out. But there's something so quintessentially childish and jovial about putting nut butter on bananas. And ultimately, it's just something that needs to be experienced throughout life. So, having reached this 2/3 mark, you will notice that sometimes the nut butter ends up being a little bit, shall we say, nutty and not as buttery. Just give it around a good mix inside of the old container again, and continue to plate up. Sometimes the bananas are slippery. Don't worry, just keep grabbing. And now, you may be tempted upon the last one to just dig on in. However, I implore you, wait. A true quintessential step to make this worthwhile after all the immense effort that you put in is, in fact, to put toothpicks in all of them. All of them, you may say. Well, that could be wasteful. Well, let's be honest. You pick up a thing of toothpicks fresh out the box with a 250 count. How many are you ever going to use? Because you can only buy these things like packs of 4. I'm pretty sure that we personally have had this exact box for going on about 5 years now. So, if you want to be a little bit flamboyant and extra in your toothpickage, go right ahead. No one's going to report you to the EPA. Well, they might now. But at any rate, putting the toothpicks in allows you to really enjoy each piece as if it's a little adventure. It's no longer just a snack that you put way too much effort into in order to make exponentially tastier, while still simultaneously putting in about like 300 calories into your body with one medium-sized banana and an astronomical amount of peanut butter, or almond butter, or cashew butter, or nut butter, or butter if you're weird. At any rate, you now have finished, and behold, your army awaits you. This can be consumed with friends or alone.